Welcome back to the Real Highlights podcast, hosted by me, Rob. So I got it out. It's on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, and I think it's on Stitcher, but I'm not 100% sure on that one. But let's get right into it. So we had NBA playoff games yesterday. Oklahoma managed to beat Houston. Lou Dort, who I've liked him. He's a really good defender. Locked up Harden when he was guarding Harden. Harden still managed to get 38 points. Did foul it for overtime. But Chris Paul he played out of his mind. Scored 26 points, hit that crazy fadeaway three. Sidestep to the right. And managed to help them get the win. Dennis Schroeder had a really good game. 29 points, 10 for 23. Steven Adams, I think he got injured, if I'm not mistaken. I can't remember what it was, but he had a 6 and 13. Gallinari had his regular game, 20 and 7. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander played 48 minutes, 19 seconds, 23-7, 6-4-1, 9 for 18. Hit that 3 to send him to OT, or to put him up by 1, and then, they ended up going to OT. Lakers, they beat Portland by 8 points. This didn't surprise me. I'm going for Portland, but I kind of figured LeBron wasn't playing great. Kind of figured that he's trying to get his teammates into the game, getting warmed up. And sure enough, they're starting to play better. And he went for 38, 12, 8, 2, 11 for 18. AD got most of his points in the third and fourth quarter. He had 29, 11, 8, 2, 3. KCP, Caldwell Pope, had 13, 3, 1. Danny Green, 8 and 4. Alex Caruso, 10, 4, 7. Kyle Kuzma, 7 and 6, 2 for 6. I don't know how great Kyle Kuzma is, if I'm going to be honest. Carmelo Anthony had 26, 2, 4, 1. I don't really like how he played yesterday. He's playing good, but he took 20 shots. And I just don't think he should be allowed to take as many shots as Lillard. He should be taking 10 less shots than that. And McCollum, even with the broken back, he seems to be doing better. He went 12 for 25, 28. Lillard, 8 for 20, 34, 5, 7. Gary Trent did not play very well, Minnesota guy. He had 6 points. Lakers are up 2-1 in the series. Miami Heat, Indiana. Miami Heat take the win. They're up 3-0. It's going to be a sweep. TJ Warren had 23 points. That's his usual. 23, 6, 2, 5, 1. He averages 18 on the year. Miles Turner had 15 points, 12 rebounds. He's really good. So underrated. He creates so much offense for his teammates. Indiana is clearly missing Domantas Sabonis, though. Malcolm Brogdon had 34 points, 7 rebounds, 14 assists. First Indiana Pacer in playoff history to record a 30-point game with 10 assists. I think it's Aaron Holiday. He had a pretty good game, yep. 10 points, 1 rebound, 2 assists. Doug McDermott thought he could play better. He's a 3-and-D guy. Only had 2 points, though. And right now, as I am recording this, the Boston Celtics are down by 1 at half against Philly. Obviously, they're down by a few points at the end of the third quarter in the last game. So I still think they're going to end up getting the sweep. And if they don't, it's a gentleman's sweep. Kemba Walker, 20 points, 3 rounds, 1 assist at half, 5 for 7. Jason Tatum, 9-7-2, 3 for 6 at half. Jaylen Brown, 2-3-2, 12-3-2, 4 for 8. And Cantor doing what he does, just 4-2, trying to play good D. What's Embiid doing? It's Embiid, 11-4 and 2 steals, 3 for 7. Tobias Harris has 12 points, 3 rebounds. What a horrible contract that he's on. Horrible contract for Al Horford as well. Al Horford with 8 points, 6 rebounds. Alec Burks, 11-1, and tonight Luka is a game time decision. They have that game earlier, and they have the Denver-Utah game playing at 8. Obviously, that game is going to be much more. That game matters much more than the Clippers game. I think Clippers will win because Luka's going to be playing through that ankle injury. I am going for Luka. He's one of my favorite players. So Philly, they have Brett Brown and Elton Brand as their GM. I think those guys were the right guys for the beginning. Those guys were the right guys. They were drafting young guys. But who in the right mind would give Tobias Harris a 5-year, $170 million contract he's never been an all-star? He did play great and carry the Clippers to a pretty good record until he got traded to Philly. And Al Horford, he's an aging. How old is he? He's 34. He got a 4-year deal. He's averaging 5 points and 6 rebounds in the playoffs. He's getting paid $20 million a year. That's insane. He averaged 14 points, 8 rebounds on the year. Isn't bad. I just don't think he should have got $20 million. Give him a $10 million deal for 3 years with a player option, or 4 years, whatever it is. $10 million is the right number for him, especially how he's aging. But we got Toronto, Brooklyn later today. That's gonna be I think that'll be a sweep for Toronto. We have Denver Nuggets versus the Utah Jazz. I expect Denver to win this game. They need to win this game. Utah beat him by 40 in the last one down, and Mike Conley played great, which, no one was really expecting. I mean, he did have his baby, and like I said in the last podcast, any NBA player has a baby, and they see him, plays out of his mind. Happened to Fred VanVleet in the playoffs last year. Wasn't playing that good. Had a kid, and played out of his mind after that. Norman Powell wasn't playing good. Held Fred VanVleet's baby, and now he's playing great ever since. But if I'm Philly, what is the decision? I mean, I gotta get rid of Tobias Harris and Al Horford for anything. If I could trade Tobias Harris to the Pistons for, I don't know, Derrick Rose, or just nothing, literally nothing, that would be amazing. But same with Al Horford, trading for literally nothing, second round picks. Tomorrow, Milwaukee, Orlando. Milwaukee's up 2-1. Should be a pretty easy game for Milwaukee. Oklahoma, Houston is going to be a big game for Oklahoma. They need to win this one. Indiana, Miami should be a pretty easy game for Miami. Then LA, Portland. What else is going on? Caruso played really good in the second half yesterday. Bam Adebayo played really good in that Miami game yesterday. He had, let me check, if I'm not mistaken, he had 22 and 11. Butler at 27-8-4. Dragic at 24-2-6 with 5 threes. Tyler Hero 20 points. Duncan Robinson had 15 points, 4 for 7, 5 for 6 from the free throw line, 2 for 4 from 3. What else is going on? Anthony Edwards is projected to go 1 to the Minnesota Timberwolves. I think he will. I just don't know if the Wolves will keep the pick. Timberwolves could trade this pick for a guy like Devin Booker, or they could keep it. Just keep Anthony Edwards with them. They'll have a good bench. And with the Warriors, they have Curry, Clay. They're going to want to add a young player to the mix, so they could look to deal the pick for a more proven, established star, such as James Wiseman. Or they could draft James Wiseman, who I would draft if I'm them. Or you could get LaMelo and just add to that backcourt. Danny Avdija is one of my favorite guys in the draft. He's a Euro guy. He didn't get that much clock in Israel, but when he did, he played really well. I expect him to be the 4th pick. I think the top 3 are locked. But he could also fall, because Obi Toppin could jump up to 4. Let's see. Tyrese Halliburton, he's really good, underrated. Keelan Hayes, one of my favorite guys out of France. Lefty, can dribble, can handle the ball. Onyeka Okongwu played with LaMelo, Lonzo, and Jello at Chino Hills. So he's pretty good. Isaac Okoro, the defensive monster. Cole Anthony, North Carolina, was injured for most of the year. What else is going on in the sports world? NFL is dealing with a lot of false positive corona cases, which isn't good. The Northern Trust PGA tournament is going on. Dustin Johnson the lead with minus 22. And Tiger Woods, I don't know where he is. Let me try and find him. Let me check. Tiger Woods is tied for 55th with, he's -6. He's -5 in today's round. The Masters is his tournament. I think he'll play great in that. What else is, apparently Brett Brown was one of the reasons Jimmy Butler left. Jimmy Butler didn't like him, but Brett Brown also did not want to coach him, which is really interesting. PSG versus Bayern Munich in the Champions League final. Or no, is it Bayern? I don't know soccer. Yeah, Bayern Munich. Champions League final. I'm going for PSG for my guy Neymar. I like him. It's Kobe's birthday. 5 rings, 1 MVP. Well, I hope you enjoyed today's podcast. If you did, make sure to leave a review on Apple Podcasts. Subscribe if you're on YouTube. And follow if you're on Spotify. I don't know what you do on Google Podcasts because I don't use that. And I'll see you guys next one.